Yo, what is up, guys? What is up? Happy Friday Eve. Happy Friday Eve. We're going to be continuing work on the Zakus. Although tonight we're going to do that secondary edge highlight on all of the dark green, on both of them. It was a mix. It was a mix and I did write it down. Skarsnik Elysium. Elysium. Let's try and get the mixtures better than I did last night. One Elysian. One Skarsnik. Really itchy nose. I don't know why. Right, let's just take that body off. That doesn't need to be in the way. actually feel like a bit more of a chill music today. I'm really vibing, super pumped up Thursday. And then we've got some sort of song that just has a bunch of little clicks throughout it. Why is my nose so itchy? Jeez. Not good when you're trying to do fine edge highlights. Buddha, what's happening, bro? What is happening? What else was in that what else was in that EB Games box, bro? I feel like I'm going to be itching my nose for the whole stream. You've got all four started, but you only got, so you got all the starter decks, but you didn't get the starter boxes with the miniatures, did you? Or did you? Only the strike. Got ya. Wonder where my strike box is. I ordered it at the start of the week. You know, this green, but like, I think my char is the same. Dude, where's my nose so itchy? I might have to go to the bathroom in a second. I know the colors are a little bit off from the lore, but it's still very heavy metal-esque. Bad Dan, how we doing? You smoothed out the flames, they look better. Yeah, there was just a few areas when I was looking at it, when we did the community showcase. There was just a couple of areas where I was like, oh, this needs to probably be a little bit more red or a little more orange. And I think you would have been fine. You're heading to Berlin today. What's in Berlin? Is that where the World Championships are happening right now? Where Lockie is? Is it in Berlin? Someone was talking about it yesterday. Lothar, how you doing, my guy? It's nearly Friday, my dude. Nearly Friday. Man, I've got a massive install to do tomorrow. Could not believe the size of what I mean, I think that they've said that it doesn't have to take, we can take 2 days to do it, but man, big install. You don't think your white recipe is going to work on the strike miniatures? Gracia Prime, Ulithan Grey base coat. Wear the airbrush if possible. Then you could either do a thin down Thunderhawk blue, or you could mix a bit of like the Dawnstone in with the Thunderhawk blue to dilute how blue it is, or you could just do like a grey recess shade. Give me a sec, guys. I need to go and blow my nose. My nose is so itchy. It's so itchy right now. I got no idea what it is. Back in a sec. Still itchy. Still itchy. I probably wouldn't do. I probably, if I was, well, I mean, I have highlighted white before. When I highlight white, I don't bother with a dot, bro. Don't bother with a dot. Just do a single edge highlight of white scar. Yeah, don't bother with a dot on white. Unless your edge highlights something like administratum grey, like your white is a dark white, if that makes sense. Which my mate Will has done before. I wouldn't do a double edge highlight on white armor. It's not worth it. Like I did a single edge highlight on my Deathwing Knight. You don't always have to do doubles, especially with lighter armor. Like you could get away with one edge highlight on yellows too. All right, so now I'm going from trying to get Games Workshop to notice my painting to now trying to get Bandai / Gundam to notice my painting. Yo, what's happening, Marvin? Stoogie. I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Tomorrow's Friday. Which means I've got a big old weekend of painting ahead. Can't do it next week. Well, not at least the Saturday, because we've got Victorious, the event. We'll be running a paint and take at that event. I'll still be streaming that night, so I'll still get to paint, but yeah, gonna do some big paint sessions this weekend. Definitely get this other Zaku finished. And I had a phone call from Lawn today from the NWA. It's what the guys are called that run Victorious. Nuttawading Wargaming Association. And he was like, oh, have you had time to paint that miniature we gave you? I was like, got too much stuff? Nope. I was trying to, oh man, the phone call, dude. It's just like, hey, we're doing what we did last year. And he's like, yep, same spot. I'm like, cool. That's it. That's all the phone conversation had to be. We've got the miniatures, we've got the paints, we've got everything. We'll turn up on Saturday and we'll just let some kids run amok and then we'll leave. Like, but that was not the phone call. It's like, oh, you could just paint the miniature up in like 2 hours and enter it in the painting comp. I was like, nah. Dog. No. Oh, nice. Getting some hobby in. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. to take money for them again. New Gundam Minis is sick, Josh. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Taking a little longer than I thought they would, but that seems to be me with every miniature. Seems to be me with every miniature. And I think the Zakus are going to be the easiest. The Leos might be alright. But anything that's a Gundam is going to take a lot of time. Anything that's a Gundam or like the Nemesis mobile suit. Oh, that's cool as. It's the it's a unicorn, isn't it? It transforms and lights up. Using orange brushes. I'm not even familiar with orange brushes. Mixture between Citadel's brush, Stoogie, because I love the Artificer brush. It's what I'm using right now. And I've got some Artist Opus that I picked up way back on Kickstarter. And I rarely used them, but I've been using them a bit more now. It lights up only at night. That's very cool. So I imagine it would draw crowds at night then. Like when it's about to transform. I've seen the Unicorn series. I can't remember it for the life of me, but I've seen it. I'm gonna have to rewatch them. Maybe over the holidays, I'll just do a bunch of painting and just rewatch all of the series. I sort of remember key moments. Remember 00 with my boy Lock on Stratus. It did him dirty. I suppose that's Gundam though, isn't it? They don't give a shit. Oh, you're a main character? Whoa, it doesn't really matter. Will they get you attached to someone? I've seen Iron Blooded. I have seen Iron Blooded. I have to, like I said, I have to rewatch them though. I have to rewatch them. I remember a few key moments from Iron Blooded Orphans, but I don't remember it as a whole. I think it's one of those things that it's quite difficult to digest all the information all at once. If that makes sense. Like, you probably, like, if you watch it over, you're going to learn more. Like a good movie. It sucked carrying that, yeah, big ass boxes, yeah. I mean, even the what is it, a master grade or real grade, whatever I got, the Dynamis box, that was still a massive box. Don't do it. I fucking saw you doing it. Alright, is that all of the skirt? Kilt? Yo, what's happening, Nate? How you doing, man? You're keen for next weekend. Love to hear it. I'm just a seasoned veteran now when it comes to hobby events, you know? Just take it in the stride. Oh, I didn't do all the edge highlights on the back of this one. What? Picked up space for but you forgot to grab a bloody base. What do you mean? Oh, the mini of the month. Oh, you picked up the Space Wolf, but dude, I've got a 32 mil base you can have. I've got a couple of them, in fact. Yo, Stork, how you doing? Last week of summer? Does that mean it's the last week of winter for us? It feels like, I was gonna say it feels like it's not as cold, but today was pretty cold. Sleep-wise, the cold weather, I've been absolutely loving it. Like, man, I get such a good night's sleep when it's cold. Is there a new Everdark Sovereign out today? I haven't checked. I haven't checked Night Raid news for ages. You fall asleep in 3 to 5 minutes, man. So, I guess so. It's always a weird combo, this one. So I guess I'm always going to be undiagnosed, because doctors don't or won't refer me in Australia to places that check if you're on the spectrum, because a lot of them want you to sign up for like I guess, drugs, right? And I don't want to. I just want to go somewhere and get him to check if I'm on the spectrum. But anyway, this is a classic BFG Justin story where you need to know all the information to understand it. Anyway, we had Kale on a podcast, one of the early podcasts, and he was talking about hobby in the spectrum because he works with kids on the spectrum. Anyway, he was checking boxes for his kids, and when he was doing that, he worked out that he's on the spectrum, and he got diagnosed. And one of the it is expensive, but I've got health insurance, but they just won't do it because I don't want to do anything about it. Like, I've spoken to multiple GPs, and they're like, unless you like sign up with them, and then like, you know, they want ongoing money from you for like drugs and stuff, and I just want to know. Anyway, one of the things Kale was talking about was struggling to sleep because of like your body doesn't produce X, Y, Z chemicals. And I feel like that relates to me very, like, a lot, because when I go to bed, my brain doesn't stop. Like, I've got a very, very good imagination. And a lot of the time it's to do with painting. And that's where I do a lot of my thought process when I've got projects. So like, Marvin will often be chatting to me and I'm like, I've already painted in my head, it looks sick. Like, I'll literally say that. And it's because I go to bed and think about it. But if I go to bed and I'm not exhausted, I could be there for hours. We're talking like 4 hours, 5 hours, and not sleep. And when I had a partner a few years ago, like 6 years ago, and this is before I had thoughts that I was on the spectrum, I just thought I was restless and I couldn't sleep. And dude, her head would hit the pillow and she'd sleep and snore like non-stop, which made it even harder. But having said all that, now what I do is I just do a regular 8-hour day. I go to gym, I paint, and then I stay up real late. And then when I do go to bed, then I actually fall asleep quite fast. And often I'll just get like 6 hours of super solid sleep, which I would much, much prefer than going to bed with like 8.5, 9 hours of a restless sleep. That was a long story. I don't even know. It was just because you spoke about falling asleep in 3 to 5 minutes, and I'm jealous. And sometimes it happens. I've got to be exhausted though. Like, I have to run myself into the ground, mentally, physically. Good chat. You can go to sleep anywhere, anytime. Yeah, see, I went on a flight to Tasmania, which is like, what, half an hour? My boss fell asleep on the plane. It was wild next to me, and I can't do that type of stuff. I nodded off a little bit when Marvin and I went to Sydney, but that was some big days on our feet, chatting to a bunch of people all day. Ooh, I can put this body on, I think. Hey. Man, do I paint the pipes silver? I don't know. Anyway, half an hour from now, guys, we're going to do the live stream community showcase. So get those posts in that thread. If you don't know what I'm talking about, why don't you know? If you don't know what I'm talking about, we've got a thread in our Discord where if you're currently on stream, I encourage you to upload some of your hobby work and we will show other people what you're working on, hobby related. We've been getting a bit of a Gumpler in there lately because, well, obvious reasons. We're painting Gundam. Wrong arm. Why am I going? Stupid. Idiot. Good to know that the arm won't go in at all. Wait till the first week of November. There will be photos of us, Buddha, in there having a few... What are you talking about? Oh, no there won't, because that's not hobby. No, it's not. No Zaku 2, boy. Don't know how I feel about the colours. It's too late now. Definitely too late now. Heard from Dice Daddy. Nah, dude. Can't make people hobby. Try my best. You can't actually make people hobby. mean, I can't do much more than build a studio. You know? Buddha, what do you got plans for when Nath comes up, brother? Keys to give people deadlines? No. I mean, it did work. It sort of worked with him with Ark, but man, there's some people that just bribe with painted models. Nah, I'm past painting models for people. I mean, people are going to be able to play Gundam with these models, that's for sure. I've got to skip this song. It's got this little weird thing and clicking noise in the background. It just annoys the shit out of me. Paint and sip. Dude, we've got a ton of alcohol at the studio. You'll be living there in Jan? I've heard that, brother. I've heard that before. Dude, I don't like this green. I'm just edge highlight this whole thing. It's weird. It is dark. It's drastically darker. I think it's the edge highlights. Maybe once I put some dots on it. You know what I needed to do? It sounds weird. I needed to go lighter. I need to go lighter with the light green. That's what I needed to do. Did not go light enough with it. Sounds strange, but... Thank you, Buddha. Just me being critical. Just me being critical. Do you know, I think I'm actually going to paint the pipes. Maybe I won't paint them silver. Maybe I'll paint them grey. Maybe I'll paint the pipes grey. Bit of 40-year-old virgin Buddha. Oh, I didn't even say. Hey, Harvey, what's happening? Was in the sauce. When you were 11, that movie came out, everything you were doing, you were immediately scared. Yeah, but don't you wish you just kept doing what you wanted to do? If you could read, yeah, yep. Yep, you got to experience stuff though for that type of knowledge though, Buddha. You got to experience stuff to have that type of knowledge. Seasoned vet. Yeah, I know. What would you guys do if you came on stream and I didn't have a beard? One day. It'll happen one day. Gotta lose a few kilos first, and then we'll see. You were thinking of shaving the mustache? Mustache is good though, dude. Mustaches are good. I got background Mike to grow one, bro. I don't know if you guys remember early on when Mike was around and I had to convince him to grow a mustache. And then I had to convince him to keep it. And then everyone who saw him was like, yo, dude, that mustache is sick. It looks really good on you. And I was like, I fucking told you, dude. I told you. Yes, Buddha. Yeah. Oh, so funny. Called me Johnny Sins. Yeah, go get a tan. 5'6" Johnny Sins, you reckon? Those are two separate measurements. I don't want to have to mix more of this green. No way, Buddha. Oh, dude. That is... Bro, I'm right, man. I don't need to look her up. Yeah, dodged a bullet there, bro. Yeah, I bet, bro. She looks effed now. Yeah, bro. Unless you're at the top of the game, you're probably not looking too great when you come out. Yeah, know what I'm talking about? She's the most tattooed woman in Australia. Good stuff. Good stuff. Eyeballs tattooed. Yeah, that's not cool. Why would you want that? Like, tattoos are cool. I'm all for tattoos. But yeah, I don't know. Just wear some contact. Wear some contact. Like that cannot have good, like, long term. That can't be good long term. Tattooing your eyeball. What's she gonna do when she's 80 and she's got black eyeballs? Probably not even gonna care because she'd be out of her mind. Like, that sounded really old school in my head because I was like, what are you gonna do when you're 80 and you got a bunch of tattoos? But I think when you're talking about eyeballs, I think I have a fair point. Like, you go for your life if you want to tattoo like the rest of your body, but like, why would you do your eyeballs? Some chick went from a blind, yeah, because someone just, oh, who's the dodgy ass tattoo artist doing that? Who's like, yeah, I'll do it. I just couldn't, oh, man. I've got a steady hand. I'll just be like, I'm good, thanks. 10 more minutes, guys. We'll do the live stream community showcase. Split tongue, silicon horn. She went all, yeah. What the, what that like? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Her mind obviously works different to mine. I'm sure she's a nice girl. You ain't getting horns, Buddha? You ain't getting horns? You're on thin ice as is, no horns. Hang on, wait. So you're saying what I'm hearing is if you weren't on thin ice with the family, then you'd be going for horns. That's what I'm hearing. Zach, thank you very much for the sub on YouTube. Well, it's the natural progression, isn't it, Buddha? That's the natural progression from here. Silicon horns, split tongue, and a scene with Johnny Sins, featuring rigged minis. I only agree to do a scene if it's with Shia LaBeouf. Is Shia LaBeouf your male hall pass, Buddha? But hang on, wait. Hang on. So, but hang on, wait. So your hall pass, your hall pass is actually code word for your friends. Because like if you're out having drinks and they're like, oh, who's your hall pass? And you're like, Shia LaBeouf's in a movie with Megan Fox. Megan Fox is my hall pass. It's Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf's my hall pass. I've worked your code out, but I've worked your code out. Yeah, we were actually talking about hall passes at work yesterday, and I was like, "I'm single, guys. I don't have one. I don't have one." I'm so close with the amount of paint that I've got left. I'm hoping it makes it. I don't want to mix any more of this green. Kate Beckinsale from the first Underworld. Buddha. You had a few apple juices? He's hot in the comment section. He's hot in chat right now. She's weird now. Is she weird? Because you're weird too, though. No, I'm gonna have to make some more of this paint. Shit. All right, let's do the Discord and then I'll mix some more paint and we'll finish off these highlights. Damn it. I don't want to mix more paint. Man, my chest is so sore. We only got one. We got Buddha. Weirdos. This is standard chat. We got one. We got Buddha, who is painting up one of the seed miniatures. You gonna do some little micro scratches here and there, Buddha? Or are you just gonna keep it clean? And then he's fire. So he fixed his fire up. You gonna do scratches? Thank you, Buddha, for uploading a photo. All right, I need to mix some more of this green, unfortunately. It's super annoying. See you, Buddha. Take it easy, dude. Right, well, that's good. We got all of the secondary edge highlights done on the dark green. So that was priority number 1 for tonight's stream, was to get that highlight done on both of these guys. Now, in some of the artwork, I have seen these pipes grey or silver, and I did do that on Char's Zaku. And I'm thinking now I am actually going to do it, because it's just gonna break that up so much more. So I'm actually gonna do it on these Zakus, but I'm gonna try and do it with just grey, not with silver. So let's do that body we just had now. So standard mech grey. Yo, thank you, Zach. Appreciate it, dude. Where's my standard mech grey? Is that it? That must be it. That is definitely it. So I was using an extra small artificer layer from Games Workshop, and this is a 0. They're both very similar size. I just really like the shape of the tip on the Games Workshop artificer brush. Like, I could use a larger brush here, but I am lazy and I typically just pick up the one that's next to me. Yeah, it looks like grey is the play. Looks like grey is the play. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Zach. Yep. Yeah. So I typically paint Games Workshop miniatures. So like, I'm bringing a little bit of that sort of color theory across from Games Workshop in terms of breaking up the colors, and that's why I'm doing hard edge highlights. Painted like the box art of Games Workshop stuff. So like, this is what I would normally paint. But I've got all the Gundam assemble kits, and I'm really keen for the game next year, so I'm going to try and paint them all up, all to the same standard. You want to learn how to paint minis? Dude, I stream every single night. It's the same time. I've got some tutorials on my YouTube, and we're eventually going to make some tutorials from these Gundam assemble models. I should have done it with these. I didn't, which was silly, but it's like anything, right? It's just one of those things. The more you practice it, the better you're going to get at it. Now, can you pick up tips from the start that will help you out? Absolutely. Absolutely. Thinning your paints. Finding the correct brush that works for you. Now this paint style, just a heads up, is very, very time consuming. Like it takes a long time. There is no shortcut when it comes to the heavy metal paint style, unfortunately. It is just time. Just time on edge highlights, recess shades. Yep. We're going to paint the pipes grey. Fuck it. Spent ages edge highlighting them green, and now we're going to paint them grey. Just need the break of color though. There's just too, especially with this paint style, it's too much. It is too much. No worries, dude. Yeah, I'm finishing up stream soon anyway. We've been painting for nearly 2 hours, so we'll be finishing up shortly. But we'll be back tomorrow, continuing work on these Zakus. And then, what am I doing next? Gun cannon. I'm gonna do gun cannon next. Right, I think that already helps my brain with the issue I was having. All right, that is where we're going to finish up, guys. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Australian Standard Time. We'll be continuing work on these Zakus. Thank you very much for joining me. Enjoy your day, enjoy your night, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.